Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is Brandon for VPNFTW, and today we're going to be comparing three popular VPN services: NordVPN versus Tunnelbear versus ExpressVPN. And today we're going to be taking a look at some of the features that we believe matter, and none of this VPN advertising jargon or affiliate BS. So let's go ahead and just jump right into this one, you guys. Now, starting off with the privacy of these companies. Now, are these companies taking your privacy serious, or are they logging your data? Now, starting with NordVPN. Now, according to NordVPN's privacy policy, we have a strict no-log policy when it comes to seeing user activity online. So it looks like NordVPN is not keeping any logs. Moving on to Tunnelbear. Now, according to Tunnelbear's privacy policy, they do not keep any VPN or DNS logs. The only log that they do keep is the total number of gigabytes transferred throughout the month. So it looks like Tunnelbear is not keeping any kind of identifying logs. Now, moving on to ExpressVPN. Now, according to ExpressVPN's privacy policy, they do not log any VPN or DNS queries, but they do log the date, not time when connected, your choice of server location, and the total amount of data transferred in 24 hours. So it looks like all three of these VPNs right here are not keeping any identifying logs. Now, moving on to encryption. Now, are these VPNs using up-to-date encryption and keeping your information safe? Now, both Nord and ExpressVPN are using AES-256 CBC SHA-512 with a 4096-bit RSA key. Now, if all these numbers sound like a ton of gibberish to you, these are actually highly secure encryption methods, and they are actually some of the top that you can employ to date. Now, moving on to Tunnelbear. Now, Tunnelbear comes in one step below, offering AES-256 CBC SHA-256 with a 4096-bit RSA key, which is still secure. Oh, and I almost forgot to mention, ExpressVPN is the only VPN on this list to employ perfect forward secrecy. Now, perfect forward secrecy is this really cool protocol, and what it does is it actually renegotiates the encryption keys every 60 minutes. So that means even if an adversary were to somehow steal the private encryption key, they would only be able to decrypt the traffic for them from the last 60 minutes, because perfect forward secrecy keeps renewing and renegotiating the keys. So ExpressVPN employs perfect forward secrecy, which is highly secure and is the only of these three VPNs to do that. Now, moving on to the jurisdiction. Now, where are these companies operating out of? Now, NordVPN operates out of the jurisdiction of Panama. Tunnelbear operates out of the jurisdiction of Canada, which is actually right within the heart of the Five Eyes spying program. And ExpressVPN operates out of the British Virgin Islands, which actually falls within the jurisdiction of the United Kingdom, which actually falls within the 14 Eyes spying program. Now, moving on to locations. Now, how many countries can you connect to on these VPNs? Now, ExpressVPN comes in at number 1 on the list, offering over 94 different countries you can connect to. Yes, you guys heard me right, 94 different countries. NordVPN comes in one step lower, offering 61 different locations you can connect to, and Tunnelbear comes in at the bottom of the list, offering only 20 different locations you can connect to. So moving on to the features. Now, how many simultaneous connections can you have on this VPN? Because if you have a phone and a laptop and a computer, you wouldn't have to want to disconnect and have to reconnect all those devices. So NordVPN offers 6 simultaneous connections at one time. Tunnelbear comes in and just one below that, offering 5 different simultaneous connections at one time. And ExpressVPN comes in at the bottom of this list, only offering 3 simultaneous connections at one time. Now, moving on to device support. Now, all 3 of these VPNs right here support major devices, including Windows, Mac, Linux, iOS, Android, even routers. And both Tunnelbear and ExpressVPN offer a Chrome extension, which works perfectly on Chrome OS and Chromebooks. And Tunnelbear actually offers an Opera extension, so if you're one of the 1% market share that uses Opera, Tunnelbear has you covered. And ExpressVPN also offers a Firefox plugin, which I'm sure works just like the Chrome one. And one thing I want to point out about ExpressVPN is they have native apps for all their devices. So that means that even on Linux, you don't have to go through those age-old panels of setting it up, L2TP, OpenVPN. They actually have a full-blown software you can install, and for the router as well. You can actually install a software on top of the router. So ExpressVPN has native apps for every device they support. Now, moving on. Now, these VPNs offer shared or dedicated IP addresses. Now, both Tunnelbear and ExpressVPN only use shared addresses. Now, NordVPN offers both shared and dedicated IP addresses, but the dedicated IP address does cost a couple more bucks per month. Now, moving on. Now, do these VPNs offer a free proxy? Now, both Tunnelbear and ExpressVPN offer no free proxy, but NordVPN does offer a list of over 3,000 fresh proxies that they update all the time. They include everything like SOCKS 5, HTTP, all sorts of different proxies. Now, moving on. Now, do these VPNs offer a dedicated DNS? Now, if you guys are unsure as to why you'd want a dedicated DNS, this is what a DNS leak looks like. And as you guys can see, it's pretty critical. So all 3 of these VPNs right here do offer a dedicated dedicated DNS to ensure that no DNS leaks occur. And moving on, now these VPNs offer P2P and torrenting on their VPN. Now both Nord and ExpressVPN offer any kind of service on their VPN. There is no traffic shaping at all. But Tunnelbear actually does not offer torrenting on any of their servers. And if they find you torrenting, it's actually a bannable offense. Now moving on, now do these VPNs have any additional features? Now NordVPN actually has a couple of different configurations. They have one called Double VPN, which will go ahead and encrypt your VPN traffic twice. I think that one's kind of gimmicky, but they do have a Tor over VPN plugin, which is pretty cool, and it's built right in the client, so it will go ahead and connect you to Tor and then to their VPN server for extra anonymity. Now moving on to the payment methods accepted. Now starting with NordVPN. Now NordVPN accepts Bitcoin, credit card, PayPal, and Payment Wall. Now Payment Wall is like this international payment processor gateway. It has something like over 200 different ways to pay, so it's a huge payment gateway. Now moving on to Tunnelbear. Now you can pay for Tunnelbear with Bitcoin, credit card, and jars of honey. Yes, you guys heard me right. You can literally ship them jars of honey and get a VPN from it. Now moving on to ExpressVPN. Now you can pay for ExpressVPN with Bitcoin, credit card, PayPal, or Payment Wall, which is that huge payment processor. All right, and now moving on to the price, what we are all truly wondering. So you guys, we're gonna go ahead and just round up. We're gonna cut the crap. We're not gonna do any of that $12.95. I'm gonna round it up to the nearest dollar. Now starting off with NordVPN. Now NordVPN offers a 1-month plan at $12. They offer a 6-month plan at $42, and they offer a 1-year plan at $70. Now moving on to ExpressVPN. Now ExpressVPN offers a 1-month plan at $13, a 6-month plan at $60, and a 1-year plan at $100. Now moving on to Tunnelbear. Now Tunnelbear actually offers a free plan of up to 500 megabytes, a 1-month plan for $10, and a 1-year plan for $60. Now which VPN is right for you? Now this is a question that I can't answer because it varies for everybody, but I'm personally a huge fan of NordVPN. First off, because of their amazing price point. Second off, they also operate out of the jurisdiction of Panama, which is completely outside of that 14i spying program, which is just horrendous. And on top of that, NordVPN has a huge amount of locations you can connect to and some pretty cool privacy features. And ExpressVPN is also a great VPN. They have a huge amount of locations, but alongside that, they also have a pretty huge price point. But ExpressVPN also does employ perfect forward secrecy, and they have dedicated apps for everything from Chrome to Linux to Firefox to even BlackBerry. And Tunnelbear also offers a great product. I like to call them the mom and pop shop of VPNs, but they are actually the cheapest of all the VPNs on this list. And I really enjoy Tunnelbear's client because it's super simple to use. But that concludes the NordVPN versus Tunnelbear versus ExpressVPN. So if you guys enjoy this comparison, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe for more comparisons and VPN reviews just like this in the future. But I hope you guys are all out there staying secure.